Thanks. There was an article in the San Francisco Chronicle, which I, of course, forgot to save. But it was about a lady who lived in the good old days, back when a century was born and a century had died. About the good old days, the lady had replied, they were nothing more than a lot of people doing the best they could. Just a lot of people doing the best they could. But then the lady said that they did it pretty up and walking good. That got me wondering about the faces and the old photographs. I'm talking about the little boys. Boys, they were men that stood knee-deep in the Johnstown mud and the time of that terrible flood. And they listened to the waters. That awful noise. And then they put away the dreams that belonged to little boys. And the sun is going down a Mr. Bowie as he's singing with his class 19-2. He's singing, oh, Mother Country, I do love you. Oh, Mother Country, I do love you. I knew a man by the name of E.A. Stewart. He spelled that S-T-U-A-R-T, and he had some of the finest horses I think I've ever seen. And there was one favorite, and she was a champion, the old campaigner. And he called her Sweetheart on Parade, and she was easily the finest piece of horseflesh that the good Lord had ever made. Well, now E.A. Stewart, he was going blind, and he said one day to the boys around the tack room, before I go, I'd just like to drive her one more time. Well, people came from miles around, and they stood around the great big ring, but nobody said a word. In the whole crowd, nobody said a thing. And then all of a sudden, the big gate opened, and here they come. It was E.A. Stewart in the wagon right behind, and he was sitting up tall and proud and driving that horse stone blind. And would you look at her now? She never looked finer or went better than today. It was E.A. Stewart and the old campaigner. He called her Sweetheart on Parade, and the people cheered. I saw a grown man break down and cry, and it was just a little while later. You know, it was just a little while later that E.A. Stewart died.